Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cairo and welcome back to some more Not For Broadcast. Now, last time we went to a big old show. We were seeing Bozeman and shit. We made a fool of ourselves. But now we're in a heat wave, apparently. Is that the name of it? That is the name of it. So, with enough talking, continue. Heat wave. Alright. Get booted up. Wait.
I'm sure you've already worked all this out, though, Alex. You're a rising star in this network, and we're all very proud of you.
Hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
Right, keep us in line.
Up. Okay, hold on. I need to figure out how the fuck to do this before I actually do it.
Okay, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax
Oh.
wings.
Classical illusions
There
are
we
no
go.
substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is.
And then I get...
Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck
Whoa,
his name is,
what?
do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
Right, keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
I just saw the word
So,
Nazi.
actual real news tonight.
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4,
3,
3.
2, 1.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality.
Okay,
The World
photos.
Council
Photos are my
decided to enact a
specialty.
blockade To enforce the unjust
Uh-oh.
punitive
There's no
sanctions
indicator.
entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
The World Council should make no mistake. This blockade and the illegal sanctions it seeks to enforce are an act of war and will be treated as such. Any incursion, however slight, into our territory will be met with swift and deadly force. You have been warned.
Ooh.
Taking the plunge, far be it for us to be cynical, but it's beginning to seem like the wedding of a certain celebrity power couple is more about attention than it is about love. As this leaked photo shows, the naturals of heartthrob Johnny Handsleeves and art snob Tiffany Lamore were far from
I
complete
want to
when
show
they
number
finally tied
4.
the knot this week. In a ceremony that left very little to the imagination, the couple are insisting they hold with tradition. Well, as they say, something old, something new. In it to win it, exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive
I like
cards
number
from
3.
HQ
Number 3
winners,
looks
unique
happy.
prizes
He's like,
will
yeah!
to be.
He looks like a jolly
Take-up
old
on this
fellow.
scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Hard pill to swallow. Throngs of men take the streets in response to the release of new pharmaceutical responsibility.
Oh,
Remington Smith's revolutionary male contraceptive pill first hit our shelves earlier this month, and as a result, scores of men have been queuing around the block and around the clock ever since. Pharmacies up and down the territory report that they are unable to meet the demand for the wildly popular drug, with some customers camping outside for
What's
upwards of
that?
72 hours.
wait, I don't got a
Satisfied
phone no
CEO
more?
Sophia Remington says they've scaled up production and
Wait,
will soon have
did they
manufactured
remove it because of
satisfy even
David?
the randiest of consumers. Some men left behind. Escape craft construction has been hampered by problems as the beleaguered scientists stuck in Dante's taint have had to make the hard call of who won't be coming back due to their new vessel's limited capacity. Despite their promising start, it's fair to say that enthusiasm for the venture has waned. Frayed tensions
Might go
have
number
led
4.
to plans being rushed.
Number 4 is a
and
lot better
problems
than whatever the
avoided.
fuck 3
Just simply
is.
counting how many of them there are. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, it was decided that those who would be left behind should be the best able to adapt and survive. Let's hope they don't regret leaving the marine biologists in charge of the complex machinery.
So I could phone somebody in.
The capital was put on high alert last night after disrupt terrorists set an
I'm assuming that's what I do.
in the heart of Parliament Park. Violent conflict broke out at the demonstration after a mob of so-called protesters from the radical group launched an unprovoked attack.
Oh, that's what they are. That's what the coins at the end are for.
Certainly seems a powerful image in these difficult times. Fire officials were quick to point out that had they not arrived in time, and I quote, the whole bloody city might be yesterday's burnt crumpets. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay, we're doing good. We're doing incredible for this segment. Oh shit. Okay, I might have to restart because of that. I literally blanked out. I blanked out a big amount there. Sorry, 3 things happened. Power fuse, Bozeman, that thing moving all of a sudden.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the country. These
All right.
people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf.
This
in
fake?
Shining on the Sea, to see what this scientific
This is
human
fake
has.
looking.
Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns of the University of Princeford. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am?
Oh, yes, it's
Oh, he's having a meltdown.
my eyelids are sweating.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
Fossil fuels? the
Oh, very
fuck?
much so. I can say without any hesitation.
And that wasn't a mistake. I
really
looked at the
caused
second
by-
screen.
I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about this experiment.
Well, we take data from
Oh, what's that skull there? That's really bad.
samples, and we take
No,
that
don't do that.
into this state-of-the-art computer, and very soon we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds very fancy.
I should just say, none of this would be possible without the generous support of Remington's Fist. This is all thanks to their unrivaled investment in our future, and may I just say, complimentary personal anecdote. Oh, here we go. And, as expected, everything is absolutely fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is absolutely fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, why, God, why?
We should be celebrating these wonderful results, I think.
Yeah? We need to evolve gills within 40 years. Shit.
Look at you! This is meant to be a celebration! Can't go around looking like that!
Shit,
There you go, much
shit.
better. Can I just say thanks
Stop
to
swearing.
for providing all of this.
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is
It's
running
running out. Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
Enjoy that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the climate.
The sea will reclaim us all.
There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be, that everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news. Next, let's over to Robin, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Oh, it's these two.
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe,
I've-
janitor at the
I feel
local
like this
school,
guy's a
and
sailor.
Jackhammer, an aspiring poet. Both of you
I know. I'm not keeping it running right now, but I'll turn it on.
to receive this week's amazing prize. How do you feel?
Filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two.
Wow, that sounds so convenient. But we're all dying to know, what have you won?
There we go. Done.
I've won dinner with Julia Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
I've been invited to Peter Clement's
I
house.
wish.
Well, been drenched in
I
coffee.
wish. I wish I could.
That's absolutely terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
So, can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Wait, you're not gonna let her play her
I
poem?
was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth formers.
No,
and the
it's
headmaster
good
came and
floater.
found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
So you were both polishing turds.
No, I don't like to polish them. I like to keep them intact for my collection.
Oh,
What? Huh?
how unexpected.
I don't polish turds. I write poetry.
Yeah, don't.
Potato.
Don't.
So Gary,
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
there's no harm in asking, I suppose.
Would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up...
Yeah,
for
I feel like her
membership,
poem's
was it
gonna be very
poetry
horrible.
Or were there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
Oh, I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No!
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
I'd rather hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really?
Okay, she's gonna start doing shit.
Are you alright?
It's coming.
Coming? What?
It's inspiration and it's delicious.
What did she just eat, guys? Guys, what's she eating? I wasn't looking.
No news. Just a man who keeps multiple poos.
Here, this big one's my favourite. See how it's fibrous, really lovely texture.
Would you encourage other people to enter for their chance to win?
Well, if it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at old Blue Eyes here.
The national news lost its way when it covered some crap on a tray.
Some of these are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today.
Oh,
Back
no.
to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the
Hey,
smallest town in the
Patrick!
country to see how the unprecedented
Patrick's
weather
my
is
lad.
affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which has recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this heat, the smell really is. I mean, it's something else. Barry Lardons, mate, you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're
How?
all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you. You can tell that, look at him, proud as punch. Do you know what it's like, son, being the second smelliest town? No, I don't. Living in the shadow of Arseminster. Those smug fucks. But who's laughing now, eh?
Well, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Remington's Fist came in and saved the day with their factory.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built flour factory.
Yeah, they gave us this big presentation on jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it here.
Does the stink not affect your life in every way, Barry? I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return or completing the physical act of love.
It's strong at first, but you get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness. The judges were very impressed.
So, what's the sickness?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying something about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably the few
What?
on the high street.
On the high street.
What?
What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking stupid questions. Then folk experience a loss of inhibition.
Fuck off, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp? Last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp?
Next recording is a period of
Uh-oh,
randomly
middle one.
bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
That's not really a problem. It was sung in my life. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon, and he's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion. I'm gorgeous. Why didn't you tell me? I should take my shirt off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That'll be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon. Feel the Bannon.
Feel him!
And the ennui. All that's left now are the hallucination and unconsciousness.
Nanodotti? Was that you?
I wish I could use him as a reaction.
No, I don't eat opinions.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels.
Uh-oh.
Right. That's all here from Grizzleford, a town that's really making a stink. I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Baron. With a naval blockade being set up around our coastline as we speak, when we come back, I'll be talking to 3 members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
This next section features a potentially controversial guest. Advance may request some censorship if he goes too off topic. You've done a great job so far keeping everyone happy, so let's keep up the good work.
Yeah, I will. I will do that. Okay, I want to try something new. I want to try middle here, up here, which is playing. What is her? What is her skin? Do you guys see this? It's like wrinkly and bumpy. Oh my god, wait, this is perfect. This one. I can hear them, I can hear this ad.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Welcome back to your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Your host. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes,
Isn't that
that's
right,
right.
Miss Piercy?
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
Tell us, what brought all this on? Tell us, what brought all this on?
Okay, I need to lower that a tiny bit.
Just watching your show.
Oh.
Seen the news watching your show.
Is this a glitch? What the huh? So, by controversial, do you mean literally don't fucking show her?
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Welcome back to your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Your host. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right.
Tell us, what brought all this on?
It's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show, and I remember seeing the news about the election, and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting. I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that?
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
People tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group for people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying you're
I actually don't like these this. I like the actual broadcast.
Mr. Donaldson, that's absolute rubbish.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
A fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
That it was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say.
Oh, wow, we may have to end that there, obviously. What a harmless bit of fun.
Steady on!
This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin, a ginger tabby with a world-class pair of penalty paws. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go. Not you.
Unhand him at once.
Enough! That's enough! Enough!
What are you doing?
Trying not to piss myself.
Alex, cut.
Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to. Now, you in the broadcast centre, Bozeman's little scapegoat, you listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be.
Oh God.
It's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football? We are on the brinks of a siege the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots.
I think my hiccups have stopped.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go, before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Now. Good. Yes. Now. Right then. You in the broadcast centre. Alex, you listen to me. You pay attention. Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial, but
Yep.
today's going to be a little bit different. Look to your right. Yes, really. Look to your right. There is a VHS tape, and I want you to load it into one of the machines, and when I say so, and not before, you play it.
Oh God.
About 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. Now, all cameras.
I assume you won't be playing that tape. This station does not negotiate with terrorists. I hope I've made myself clear. You seem to know what to do.
Every single thing that comes out of this studio is either one-sided or banal. We're going to show the other side for a bit. For a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days. Alex, play the fucking tape.
And I didn't.
I don't hurt any of you. But if I see anything I don't like, I will not hesitate to start by killing this man. Now, reset the system for the third segment. I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
I'm gonna actually play it on the next one. Oh, you didn't expect it from me! You didn't expect it! I actually will play the tape. I'll play it well. I was really liking Jamie Donaldson. I was liking him. Why do you have to be a terrorist for the fucking... these guys? Also, this is the first time this has been, like, absolute green. But I know Jeremy Donaldson hates me.
What do you mean they didn't play it? Why the fuck didn't they play it? Alex, what the heck is wrong with you? You had a chance to make a real fucking difference!
Jeremy, calm down!
You fucking calm down! How long?
8 seconds.
You! What's your name?
Andy.
Of course it fucking is!
Jeremy, put the gun down, please.
How long?
We're going live now.
Welcome back to what's left of the national nightly news. Our main story tonight. There is a fucking massive military blockade being set up around this country. We are surrounded and outgunned, as incidentally am I. Now, I have asked for all the security doors to be locked, the studio doors to be locked, but security is on its way. So, I doubt we'll have much time. But while there is, let's try and do the fucking news. Our first guest tonight is Jenny. She works here in production, and earlier today, she told me she put forward several news stories. Older viewers will remember those, but they've all been rejected. So tell us, Jenny, what's somehow less important than Barnum and Bailey's Amazing Shit Circus and Commander Pumpernuts, the fucking cat footballer?
It's Professor Pumpkin.
Really, Jenny? There isn't much time. Come on, just one real news story.
I don't know, I can't think. I'm trying.
Christ! You haven't even taken into public ownership yet. I mean, might as well be run from Julia fucking Salisbury's no doubt immaculate kill room.
You want to leave her alone?
And this gallant knight, in slightly shattered armour, is Andy. He's a CCO. What's that stand for, Andy?
Community Cohesion Officer.
And what does that mean, Andy?
Well, we aim to strive...
No, you utter prick. I mean, what does that mean? What is a CCO? What are you?
Community...
Policeman! You're a policeman, a fucking policeman!
Yeah, that's what we used to be called.
Used to be? It was less than 2 months ago. What the hell is wrong with you all? Jenny, any recollections yet?
Nothing springing to mind.
All right then. Looks like you're in the hot seat, Andy. Exciting, eh? I mean, that's what you joined up for, wasn't it? Excitement? Is this your first hostage situation?
Yeah.
Yes. Pretty shitty you ended up being the hostage, eh? Never mind. How many people have you arrested for not carrying or having their ID cards?
Well, firstly, we don't arrest anymore. We invite for consultation. And they're not ID cards.
Don't be a bell end all your life, Andy. You know what I mean. Answer the question.
Well, it shouldn't have to be a big deal to prove who you are.
Only the guilty have something to fear?
Well, yes, actually.
How desperately naive.
Look, I'm just a police officer. CCO.
Just following orders?
Oh, come on, mate. That's not fair.
It was rhetorical. Jenny, ready to spill the beans yet?
Jeremy, please stop. I'm scared. Alex didn't even play your tape. This is pointless. It's over. Jeremy.
I was going to quit tonight. I had notes. See? There's a recording. A VHS tape. A message from Disrupt. I haven't heard it, but I know what it's trying to say, and I wanted you at home to hear it. To listen to the other side and make up your own minds. But Alex Winston, who works in production, decided it was not for your eyes and ears. It was not for broadcast. Maybe Alex will play it after the next break. Doesn't matter. Tomorrow morning it will arrive in every major news broadcaster worldwide. But I wanted you to hear it first. To listen to what Disrupt had to say about this unreported country. Because Disrupt and I, well, we swapped places while I wasn't looking. They're now the ones investigating, looking for evidence, trying to make the world a better place. And me, I'm in this newsroom interviewing Jeff fucking Algebra. What Disrupt have to say is important. You might not agree with all of it, but you should still hear it and make up your own minds.
Are you serious? Disrupt. A credible source. Get more objectivity out of Alan fucking James.
Oh my God, are you being deliberately obtuse? Why can't any of you understand there's no such thing as a credible news source anymore? Aaron! Shit! Aaron! Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
He's bleeding. It's in his shoulder.
First aid! Whoa, we need first aid.
He doesn't need first aid, he needs a fucking ambulance.
Paramedics. There'll be paramedics for the security.
Unlock those doors.
No! Don't do that!
Jeremy, he's bleeding. He could die.
Yes, but if you open the door, that's
How did you think this was going to end?
Why are you even here today? It's supposed to be your day off!
My date cancelled. I thought it'd be more fun to be here than moping around at home. Truth be told, I wanted to see you. Being annoyed with you is like wearing a comfy jumper.
I think that's the nicest thing you've said to me.
Let's not make it the last.
Right. All remaining cameras on me. In a minute, I'm going to ask Jenny to unlock the doors. Now, me, Aaron, our cameraman, can get the medical attention he needs. I should imagine I'll get arrested for this. It wasn't the graceful. I had a speech. I was meant to be resigning with a flourish of honour. A last hurrah! I was going to wish you all one last peaceful night. Can't see that happening now. Still, I want to have one last stab at the news before I go. You see, there's so much more we're not telling you. There's large groups of scientists, and they're testing something. Something loud and something. What was that? I didn't think it over there. I didn't
Miss,
shoot him.
stay back, please. Mr. Donaldson,
Stand
you
back,
have
Jenny.
10 seconds to lower your weapon. If you do not comply, we will open fire.
God,
10.
cut to the ads!
9.
Alex, cut
8.
to the ads!
Alex,
7.
think of the consequences.
6.
For God's
5.
sake, put the gun down!
4. 3. 2.
Alex, what have you done?
I've done a lot. I wanted to see what would happen. And apparently, it's gonna be the end of the world. But I got a perfect goddamn score! Let's go! Let's go! I got a perfect score on the broadcast. I don't care if I ruined people's lives. I don't care if Jamie Donaldson's dead. At least I got that goddamn award. Ooh, I got a generous bonus. And now I'm back into Broker's Poor. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh. Oh, the world's going to shit. At least they're happy. And corporate loves us. That's actually kind of nuts. There's no music. We're still gonna do the rushes. Pre-roll.
I'm sweating like Peter Clement in an off-license here.
Okay, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to
I've
hold
seen
down
this
the
several
front, have you?
times because of restarting.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
Well, you killed somebody, so.
Real news tonight.
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5.
Alright, that. Dude, watching these back after what we just watched is fucking nuts. I have so much thoughts on that. But I eventually played it, so.
All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the news.
Alright, there we go.
I'll be asking my own thumb what it thinks about the global financial situation, as well as what 3 members of the general public think about how a nuclear reactor might work.
Could you be a little more dismissive in your delivery? I think there's a viewer out there somewhere who missed it.
Viewers? We still have some of those, do we? Perhaps I'll run into a fact.
Jeremy, get it together. Don't give Bozeman any more ammunition.
Oh, no, thank you.
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
I really best not.
Flips on the beach.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been
I
dispatched in
w-
every corner of the country.
Go on then.
I would not.
Just the one. I am supposed to be working.
First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what this scientific community...
Okay, we're gonna now go to Boiling Point. Which I actually don't. Is that the whole disruption happening? Starting?
That's what I'm talking about? Cat football? We should be doing an interview with the War Minister, or a report from Grantham Downs. Even the weather would be more fucking relevant than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. It's just something light to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't do this.
You can see the meltdown.
That's it. This is just.
You can see the absolute meltdown he's having.
Yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5, 4, 3.
Oh, the takedown. Oh no, are we gonna see him die? Well, that's obviously what happened before I pitch perfectly timed that thing to happen.
What do you mean they didn't play it? Why the fuck didn't they play it?
That's
Alex,
so loud.
What the heck is wrong with you? You had a chance to make a real fucking difference.
Jeremy, calm down.
You fucking calm down. How long?
8 seconds.
You. What's your name?
Andy.
Of course it fucking is.
Jeremy, put the gun down, please.
How long?
We're going live now.
Welcome back to what's...
Rest in peace, everybody. Rest in peace, Jamie Donaldson. Rest in peace, may his soul rest. He did a good thing. So we're gonna continue, though. And I don't know if this is, like, what's gonna happen now? Tape to remember. You wake up, still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night. What you had to edit on the news last night. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room, waiting for you. You take a seat on the sofa next to Sam. Sam swallows hesitating before starting. I saw it said hesitantly. We were so worried about you last night. After Jeremy, everything that happened. Sam shakes their head. I wonder what they do with him now. Little do you know, he's dead. He's definitely dead. I'm assuming he's gonna get locked up. That's definitely what's happening. Sam glances at Charlie, then back to you. We saw that you chose to play that tape. They paused before continuing. I couldn't help but wonder why. It seemed like the right thing to do. What? That's not good enough. Disrupt our bad people. I can't believe you did that. Charlie's outburst seemed to come out of nowhere, and no one in the room is prepared for it. Do you even think about how this stuff affects people? You're a fucking idiot. Sam tries to inject Charlie, but he's already slammed the door. Charlie always was a bit black and white about this sort of thing. For what it's worth, Alex, I think you were in an impossible situation, and somehow you managed to make the right call. Feel mixed on that call. Sam throws their arm around you. Only you were stuck in that studio, having to make that choice. Well, you know what Bozeman would have done if he was sat there too. No one can criticize what you did, except Bozeman. And I'm proud of you, except Bozeman. You've never been so grateful to have Sam support you. You take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's a lot to take in. You're not sure you fully process what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it all. You sigh and absent-mindedly turn on the TV. It's nice. You've at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old Western show, but it's not quite as distracting as you'd hope. Did I make the right call? I feel like I did, but didn't. I feel mixed. Holiday update. Full year into doing this, by the way. Just as you're finishing up breakfast, Sam comes in with the post. Oh, we got a postcard from Susie. Oh, she's having fun on her trip. Sam reads it aloud as you finish getting ready for work. Uh-oh. So I've seen what feels like most of Irkstan. Really cool place, but so cold. Hope Chippy enjoys the... Oh, I like this. Okay, back. We can't keep doing that forever. And before you say anything, yes, you were right to make me pack the extra pair of socks. I knew it. I knew my decisions would be good. Sam gives you a small kick under the table. Next we got the train to Konslava. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Much warmer and loads of beaches to enjoy. I could have stayed there forever, but had to head to San Palmerino before it got too cold. And I'm so glad we did. We've probably got 1 or 2 more stops before heading home. But I'll be back in time for Christmas, sorry. I promise. Hope everyone's doing well. Love, Susie. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Sounds like it's been a hell of a trip worth every penny. And I mean penny. I mean penny. Alright. Oh, we're doing a broadcast. Oh. Isn't that lovely? We're gonna do it, actually. You might be shocked, but if this is the finale, then this is a good finale, so trust me. Uh-oh. Yeah. What is happening? Something's happening. We always need crazy news. What are these? These are like expressions. So we have clapping, we have we have laughter, and then we have. They're wearing all black, by the way.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headlines tonight. Company of Heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come. Proud parents throughout the territory find themselves ever more impressed by the bravery and...
Hold on, can I look really quickly? What are these? I don't actually know.
Commitment of their incredible children and the job they're doing keeping supply lines open against all possible odds. Don't starve. Advance's food program moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing regularity.
I never truly looked at over here. So we're in an office, we got the members here, plants.
Just like the rest of us. 7 days to die. The recent decision to allow those with long-term health conditions to access transition centers
Good
has today
thing they added this. I use OBS all the time. So we can I use OBS. My mic usually gets up to here. Audio's probably like down here. So it gives me like a better idea.
But report that they are coping well and able to provide a complete and meaningful service to all who choose to use it. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a team membership card. A worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. It's up to the other 89% of us to remind our tardy friends that not taking advantage of all the exclusive services available to cardholders is now, as it should be, absolutely criminal. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Monkeypool. Large crowds.
Oh, of course we're gonna paint him lightly. Of course we are. We're conservatives.
Representative from the Monkeypool Community Cohesion Team described the event as mostly peaceful. But it looks like Disrupt aren't going quietly into the night. And finally tonight.
Okay, we overthrew the government.
Our mutual friend. Bail was denied in the High Court today for shamed former National Nightly News anchor Jeremy Donaldson. The presenter will be transferred to new lodgings at Penton Ridge Prison, while the lengthy preparations for his trial...
That one on the fucking right looks like a fucking green screen. That's why I didn't choose it. I never... Why would I choose that?
The presenter was disarmed and taken into custody by the Community Cohesion Team. Let's hope doctors can help the once great man. But first tonight, with the war about to enter its 21st week, I'll be chatting with Peter Clement live in an exclusive team talk from his home in Lanfordshire. Don't go away. You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh my god. Maybe I should... I don't think it was right. I don't think I chose the right decision, guys. I think Disrupt overthrew the government and now we're fucked. Or attempting to, at least.
Later in the programme, I'm thrilled to say I'll be chatting with Meg pop star Lil C, who's going to be treating us to a world premiere of her new single. And then after that, in part 3, we've got something new I promise you won't want to miss. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's coming to us through the magic of television all the way from his home in Lanfordshire. Are you receiving me, Prime Minister?
Loud and clear, Miss Wolf. Loud and clear.
Well, let's start with the obvious. What's that in your hand, Prime Minister?
Cheeky cow. But yeah, it's true. 75 days. I spoke to Dave. Drink, and I've got to say, I'm beginning to feel the benefits.
It certainly looks that way.
Well, I made a promise to Mrs. C, and as my old man used to say...
a promise is worth keeping?
Something like that, only with assholes.
So, I've heard from my sources that you and the illustrious Mrs. C plan to take your winter break somewhere a little different this year.
That's right. We're planning a walking holiday right here in the territories, which is different for us because, like you, Megan, I've always been a big fan of those warm foreign beaches.
Did you make this decision because of the blockade, Prime Minister?
Well, no, that's a good question. Well, as you know, while the blockade has effectively restricted the flow of goods into the country, we and our neighbours have continued to allow unimpeded travel for business leaders, ministers and such. So, although me and the missus could theoretically go to that gorgeous beach I just mentioned, it just doesn't smell much like team spirit to me. After all, as my old man used to say, when life gives you shite, make shite pie.
It works just as well with lemons and lemonade.
I suppose it does.
Prime Minister, maintaining a healthy body like yours at a time of national crisis must require some demanding planning. What's your regime and how do you go about it all?
Well, the truth be told, it's all down to Claude, my infinitely patient personal trainer. He's a man with a plan. I'm just the prat with the fat.
Well, on that very subject, how are you and Mrs. C handling living on rations?
Well, let me tell you, Megan, back in the 50s, when I worked for you backstage for your Patrick Brannan's dad, did you know I did that?
I think everyone knows that, Prime Minister.
Well, what you probably didn't know was that Graham Bannon was a right tightwad, paid the bare bloody minimum and still found every possible excuse he could to dock your pay even further. I remember he once docked me a whole $5 for having an unacceptably smelly lunchbox type bastard. Anyway, what I'm saying is back then I ate a lot less than I am now, even under rationing. We all did. And let's face it, there were still plenty of people in this country who could afford to lose a little bit of weight.
What are you implying? No, but seriously, Prime Minister, we know you're very busy, but one final question, if I may.
Oh, well, go on then.
When you get home from a long day, your head full of the territory's hopes and fears, what music do you listen to when you work out to take your mind off things?
Well, I know I've got a bit of a reputation for being an old fuddy-duddy.
Ooh.
But I'd be lying if I didn't say there's something about Little C that just...
Little C?
Well, let's hope you stay watching.
Oh my god!
She is going to be talking and performing live after the break.
Oh, I'll be watching. After all, as my old man used to say, everything's a treat on a boring Friday with nothing but the wind up your shunt.
It's Wednesday, Prime Minister.
I think the expression still stands.
Peter Clement, thank you for joining me. I don't know about you at home, but I think there's something kind of inspirational there. I know I feel safer. When we come back, Lil C is going to be giving us the debut performance of her new single, and I'll be getting to meet her. As her biggest fan, I don't mind telling you I'm pretty excited. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Gripping stuff.
Was that even news?
I think you forgot to ask him.
No, that was news. That was news. Come on.
The excitement.
So assuming it's not vodka, what do you think's actually in that milk? I reckon it's the tears of his enemies.
You are one disturbed individual.
That's how I cope.
You are. Beat. God dang it. Dang nabbit. I was doing okay.
You'll no doubt have spotted the updated mixing disc. You'll need buttons during the next sections. First, we'll need applause when the guest enters and before her song. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it when we get there.
Yeah, please. I'm an old bastard. I can't figure out a fucking mix board.
Even though I can do shit like this. Yeah, I know, my voice is horrible. That's because of my
Alar, look, I'm now talking deeply, like a big man.
Or I could talk like I'm in Daft Punk. I don't know if you can hear it as well, actually. But it's there.
5, 4, 3.
Thanks for coming back. Later, we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful Susan A in All My Daughter's Children's Men, before taking the music industry by storm this year with her debut album smashing the chart records at the age of just 20. Let's give it up and welcome Lil C!
Excellent work.
May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
What's the regime?
And my manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage water and then having the leaves sucked out of you while you sleep.
Wow, is that healthy?
Well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh, that's good to know. So your first album, F My Face Together, it hit shelves this summer and it just exploded. I mean, what was that like for you?
Bonkers, just so weird. I was in all the papers and the magazines. Overnight, I went from that like annoying little girl from that show to that like sexy little girl from that show.
Wow, that must have been bizarre.
Not really. It was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5, go on a 4-mile run, have 3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed country singer, Billy Bob Jean Short. I didn't know you'd been estranged.
There's nothing that strange about it, Megan. Okay, yes, he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
So, this newfound explosion to your popularity, I mean, did that change your life?
Well, I had to start wearing like nicer underwear, you know, for the paparazzi. But as my manager says, best to make the most of it before I'm
No,
30.
not laughing.
Is that right? So, what's the album about?
So I thought it was about like how pretty and great I am, but actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about like promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Your manager again.
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Oh, do you think he'd be happy with you telling us all this?
Telling you all what? It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my dancing and then this part will all be forgotten about.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to see some of those famous dance moves very shortly because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together and it's out tomorrow.
So soon, after the last one.
Oh yeah, I've actually released 2 albums since lunchtime and a clothing line during this interview. See, this is called Cry for Help and it's going to be in all the best high street and retailer shops and it's out now. So girlies, you know what to do. Scream and cry until somebody gets it for you.
Ooh. There she goes. Blimey. All these projects.
How did I get green there?
Yeah, it can get tough and I hate it sometimes and I hate myself. I just want to like cry into a bath of root veg. But then I think thousands of girls would do anything to be me, so I must be quite lucky.
Well, you know you don't have to do this though, don't you?
Yeah, I do think that sometimes. Most nights between like my 4th vodka and the 8th time a stranger slaps me around the arse. I think things could have been different, you know, like better. But I don't know. I love doing autographs and having somebody dress me and tell me what to wear.
Did you always want to do music?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I did. I'd sit in front of the radio, and as soon as my favourite girl group would come on, I press record on my cassette. But then my dad would come in and tell me to turn it off and to go back upstairs and start practicing again.
Sorry, is your dad your manager?
Yeah, which can be tough. And sometimes when it gets really hard, he'll say, "Make Cragler proud, and you might just survive childbirth."
Well, you know what, despite anything, you'll make me proud.
Oh, if only your opinion was as valuable as his.
And on that problematic note, you're going to be singing your song for us soon, aren't you? Tell me about it.
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring You Home, and I actually got sent the lyrics from the car on the way up here. You know what, it's actually alright. And don't worry, all my work is team approved.
All right then. Well, you can go and get ready for that. We'll see you in a little bit. It was a very specific type of pleasure to chat to her, and I just can't wait to hear this. Whoa, so here's Lil C with an exclusive first performance of her new track, These Babies Gonna Bring You Home. Take it away.
It's the Force's favorite, the queen of teams, here to break in your blockades. Lil C.
Oh baby, can't you see I'm hungry? There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meat you're packing. Only you can fill that crack in me. I'm under siege, so come and free me. Ain't no disruption here, boy, I got no agenda. Just want the team in me, no dirty foreign member. Don't stop the morning drill, there's holes in me that ain't been filled yet. I only scream this loud when you do your country proud. I ain't no vicar's daughter, come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and pull me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So let them try and break our dream. We fight and love and die a team. So what a Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy. I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions. I've been this wild and free since Mama burdened me. She was only 53, but gave to save her family. But there's no one judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy. Don't die alone, these babies gonna bring you home. I ain't no vicar's daughter, come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and pull me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So what a Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy and flip me over, grab my hair, rip off my clothes and dump them there. I wanna see some action, so come and bring my sanctions.
What am I watching, by the way?
Well, if that doesn't distract you from the world outside,
What happened?
I'd like to thank Lil Seagull. Well, for doing that.
That was a broadcastable thing.
We'll be revealing the new segment of our show that we just know you're gonna love. We'll be back right after this.
And we're out.
That was beyond weird, wasn't it? Did I do good? Well, you did say I was a natural. Damn it! I got a C for that one.
Well, as it said in your writing.
Do I look like the sort of person who counts?
Okay.
No, 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 not anymore.
Boo! Boo! 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for joining us for part 3. We've been teasing you about our new feature all night, and now the wait is finally over. I can reveal that every night on the show will be treated to an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called Notice Board. It stars some top talent and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer, director and phenomenon, may I say, Jeff Algebra, guys!
Actually, I've dropped the algebra. I go by Jeff DePlume now. How'd you like that?
Yeah, very fancy. I suppose you need a new name now that you're a successful artiste.
Well, exactly. I'm earning enough to pay taxes now.
Oh.
It's shit.
And how does Angela feel about all this? Your wife. Your wife.
Oh, God, no. No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back. I'm with Norm now. We were married last month.
Oh.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
And why did you write this? What was your inspiration?
Oh, well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand to write a pro-team sitcom. And I heard my father's voice. It said, Jeff, you listen here, boy. You make hay while the sun shines. You wring every penny you can get out of this. So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking. Utter shite.
And without further ado, let's give it up for the notice board.
All right. I will.
Good morning, Miss Craven.
Oh, morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Oh, Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalised my shop again.
No!
Yes! They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at closing time.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social outcasts, such as shoplifters or bong rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society like this key into this lock.
I don't think that was the right one.
See? Works like a charm.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And just like that, we can unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow! Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh! I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh, so you're right. Here it is.
It's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda. She says she got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping her. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, losers?
Oh, no. It's Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Oh, clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
What? Rad dudes?
No, ruffians. Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What? Did you say tutoring?
That's right. Maths is very important. Would you mind, Ray?
Not at all.
So you, a young person, have been spending your time
I'm good at this.
and not just urinating on churches or huffing glue?
Hey, I haven't huffed glue for months.
Well, blow me down!
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are and not on your actions.
No doy.
So it wasn't you who vandalized my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me. I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
Could you speak up there? I thought for a minute there that you said Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that, Ray?
Oh, yes, what a wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray. Oh, what the heck? Give us a hug.
Whoa, whoa. What's happening? Am I getting attacked? What's happening? What is that? What's that flying?
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we are receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we are picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be what appear to be nuclear explosions in 4 major foreign cities. Initial estimates put the death toll into they put them into millions. I'm being told we're experiencing some power shortages as a result, so apologies for the interruption. And apparently we can go live now to team headquarters for an emergency broadcast from Prime Minister Julia Salisbury any moment. Yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world.
Oh, this is scary.
Operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent. We have similar devices in 58 other urban centres and will not hesitate to detonate them if our conditions are not met in full and without delay. The people of our territory will no longer tolerate your illegal and genocidal blockade. You are to remove it immediately. We will accept nothing less than your unconditional surrender. Your territories will be taken under our
God,
control.
this is scary.
We will install replacement governments to ensure that your citizens become part of the new future. Your borders are now our borders. Your people are
Whoa.
our people. They will finally be fed and clothed and educated and healed. But for your privileged few, the moment that they feared is now upon them. Allow me to be crystal clear. If you fire a single shot at our territory or harm a single one of our citizens, we will not hesitate to detonate further devices. You will not find them, though no doubt you are already searching for them. Our technology is decades ahead of yours. We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight. Thank you.
I don't really talk about my personal life in my job. It's not relevant or important.
I'm getting hacked, by the way.
So many of you may be surprised to learn that I have a brother. His name is David. And right now I can't get his stupid face out of my head. He's a researcher and he's currently travelling the continent for work. And I don't know where he is right now. And I should imagine that there are many of you sitting at home tonight digesting this news, and you also have loved ones on the continent. In Urkistan, or Havia, or San Palmerino, or Konislava, which is where David was when I last spoke to him 3 days ago. So when I tell you I know how you are feeling tonight, believe me, I do. But I also know that there's a flow to events. I see it every day here. I know that although tonight it feels like we may be in a time of fear and darkness, we may actually be at the break of a new dawn.
True.
We don't know that yet. We can't know that yet, but together we will find out. And I will be here every night, feeling what you are feeling. And with your help, maybe we can all get to that brave new world. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
That was great.
We've got people ringing around, but the telephone network's...
Hey, I made the show look success.
We'll find him.
It had something about Dave Wolf.
Exactly which cities were hit.
David Wolf.
Megan. We will find him.
God, I just want to broadcast that. The broadcast on day... I was gonna die? Was I not? Some rude words were put there. An interference-free show. Poor editing. Disrupt effectively silence. Wait, what? I actually didn't know I did anything. Alright, there's a lot of these. There's a lot of these to go through.
So, Julia's team have asked me to ask you to keep it light.
What does that mean?
It means do that thing you do where you turn politicians into humans. Just don't get drawn into talking about the war or politics in general, really.
They do know this is the news, don't they?
You didn't hear this from me, but...
apparently, there's a crew at Team HQ right now. I think she's giving a speech or something tonight. They'll get it on the late news.
Oh, great. So they get the brains and we get the performing monkey.
Sometimes you sound just like him, you know?
How are you?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I miss him too, you know.
10 seconds, everybody.
We wish he was here. Our god, Jeremy Donaldson.
5, 4.
Alright. Now we got Peter Petals. Or whatever this is.
But first tonight. Oh, is this a thing now?
I think they just want to control what's best known as Peter Clement syndrome.
Just listen, Ivan.
Let
I
me
don't
mute
care
these
what your
ones.
people are telling you. If something will happen, I promise you, I would know about.
I don't care which one you listen to.
I'm the fucking Prime Minister, Ivan. And the size of my penis is really not relevant here. Julia and I have no secrets from each other. None.
Now we meet this one.
And you're like man who thinks he's in horror movie when you're in a rom-com. Relax, mate. I'll see you at the Peace Summit. We'll get all this sorted out and you'll be back at the Grange before you know it.
10 seconds, Prime Minister.
Right you are. Gotta go, Ivan. Love to the mistresses.
From his home in Lanfordshire.
Alright, we're gonna stop it there. Now we got Lil C. These ones might have been cut out of the video. But I had to endure them. They were long as shit.
Well, the fact is, Jen, there weren't enough flowers in my dressing room.
There were exactly 12, as it said in your rider.
Do I look like the sort of person who counts things? No, 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 not anymore. I'm better than that now. I'll tell you what, just keep adding flowers until it feels like 12. Got it?
Absolutely, right away. 10 seconds.
I believe we can stop it after this because nobody's really going to be talking.
3.
And then Wolfie's ending. Did I just get an achievement for that? Should double check.
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we are receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we are picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be...
Okay, I'm fast forwards. Okay, skip. Because, you know, we saw this already.
I have a brother.
I think we all have seen this one though.
Make tomorrow better.
And we're out. We've got people ringing around, but the telephone networks are overloaded.
Okay.
We'll find him.
Do we know exactly which cities were hit or...
Megan. We will find him.
God. What a goddamn end. I guess since we're going into here, we're gonna just play this. So you guys don't learn like okay.
Here at Advance, we know that for many of you these are frightening times. But you should not be afraid, because the team is here to defend you, to protect you, and to make sure that you stay free to enjoy all of the benefits of our new society. We are not a territory that chooses to live in fear. We will not cower or avert our eyes at the sight of injustice. But we are a brave and daring people, and we have come together in ways never before seen in the world. As a team, we have made poverty a thing of the past. As a team, we have built world-leading scientific and cultural communities. As a team, we have kept our people well fed throughout this war. Because as a team, we cannot fail to thrive, even in this most challenging of times. And one day, soon now, when this turbulent time is behind us, we will glide into a new future as a team. Advance. For you. And with you. Because we are you.
Oh my god, my hand's numbing. Well, okay. Now we're in fucking World War III, apparently. That is absolutely nuts to think about.